Hello, welcome to this cozy review of 2023. I do have my tea. It is still steaming. Look at all that steam. So I will drink it when it's a bit cooler. Roy, you're standing on all my notes. Oh, hi. Hi. Yes, this is my new Alice in Wonderland mug that I got on my vacation. So it's a lemon chiffon tea. So I will let that cool. And yeah, let's get started. Excuse me, sir, you're standing on my notes. Thank you. Okay, so I have a lot of stats here to go over. I have books read, my top reads, top movies, top TV shows, top experiences that I went to, everything that I had published this past year. And now you have to squeeze it. Words that I wrote in which stories. I don't have what months I wrote these, but I have them divvied up by story. And then I have my book sales stats, and my most popular videos on YouTube, and my most popular writing related YouTube, because spoiler alert, all 5 were typers. And then to round it all off, I will go over my vacations that I took in 2023. So to start off, we're going to do books read. I came back, we had a little play break. So, okay, books read. I read a total of 96 books in 2023. So to break it up, I read 22 in January, 3 in February, 0 in March, 1 in April, 8 in May, 8 in June, 5 in July, 7 in August, 13 in September, 3 in October, 16 in November, and 10 in December. So excuse you, sir, that is my tripod. So to break it up, there were 72 manga volumes, 2 Western comics, 1 manhwa volume, and 21 actual prose books. So that is those stats. So 96 is a decent number. I'm going to shoot for 100 next year. So maybe I won't have a 0 month. Maybe. We shall see. Or a month with just 1 book. But yeah, so 96 books. My top reads, in no particular order, were Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell, which was originally a creepypasta. So a guy and his fiance are out in a cabin in the snow, and something is out there calling to them, and his fiance, she is responding to it in her sleep. And it's very creepy, and I highly enjoyed it. Next up, I have PTSD Radio. So I have all 3 volumes now, because the Omnibus 2 and 3 came out this year in English. And it is about a hair god that is no longer being worshipped, and what it does in retaliation. And it is highly scary, and the panels are spooky, and it is the scariest manga I've ever read. I love it to bits. Hi, Roy. Oh, is that so? Next up, I have Tokyo Ghoul. I read all of this. So there are 14 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul. I have not yet read Re. I read volume 1 of Re, but I read all of Tokyo Ghoul. It was fantastic. So if you don't know, it is a college student, Ken Kaneki, who is in a world where there are ghouls, which are basically like vampires, but they eat meat as well. So not mindless zombies, but super powered and really cool and hidden in the real world, trying to pass off as humans. And it's really cool. And there's some good action. Another squeaky toy. Then we have Chainsaw Man, which I read all of Arc 1. So there are 11 volumes, and it was fantabulous. Oh my gosh. So I watched season 1 and was hooked, and so I got the box set, read the whole thing, so good. And then I rewatched the show with JC Carpenter, and so good, so good. Oh, hi, thank you. I need my notes. So my top TV shows I watched this year were Chainsaw Man, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War Season 1. I have not watched Season 2 yet. Attack on Titan Season 4, so the wrap up. The Gray Man Hollow, which was a rewatch for me. I just love D. Gray Man. Yes, the art style is different, but it's the Alma Karma arc, and I flippin' love that arc. So I finally got to see it animated again, and it's just, so good. And then the Doctor Who specials, so the David Tennant, Donna Noble episodes. I have not seen the Christmas Day special yet. Sir, we're playing tug of war. But, yeah, so I just love David Tennant and Donna Noble. They're so fun. Top movies are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Obviously, oh my gosh, it just blew my mind how amazing it was, how they did it. I don't know how they did some of the technical work with the animation, but blew my mind. I loved it so much. And then I also loved Barbie. I loved Everything Everywhere All at Once. I loved Renfield, so the Dracula movie with Nicolas Cage, and then also I believe it's Nicholas Hoult who plays Renfield. So those were really good. And I also finally watched Akira. So I have it on Blu-ray and I finally watched it, and very good. I have a couple of experiences that I went on that I wanted to recap that were amazing. I saw Hamilton performed twice this year. Once by myself, and then once my sister came up and we went and saw it for her birthday. So I saw it, so good. I will insert some photos. And we had a blast. She got the poster. She gave me a postcard of the artwork and of the movie poster. So movie poster, play poster, billing poster? I don't know. But you know, it's so good. And then I also went to a candlelight concert where they played Hans Zimmer music with a string quartet. And that was really cool because there was hundreds of fake candles all on the stage with a string quartet, and they played a repertoire of Hans Zimmer music. Yeah. Next up, I will go over, let's do popular videos. Okay, so in this past year, my top 5 videos were all timers. So the top video of 2023, sir, was a 30-minute Christmas timer, which had 15,824 views in the year. The second most popular was my 20-minute pumpkin timer, which had 3,676 views. My third one was a pink heart timer for 20 minutes, and that had 3,449 views. And then my fourth one actually wasn't a timer, it was a short that I did. It was my top horror read for January, so it was going over PTSD radio. Roy. And then 5 was my 20-minute floating book timer, which had 2,784 views. So those were my top 5 popular vids. And my more writing related videos. Roy, come here. Come here. My top 4 writing related videos were number 1, a Tiny Shivers Meme 1 short, which got 614 views. My second one was my first proof unboxing, which was also a short, which got 485. My third was my publishing short stuff, my AWC presentation, which got 326. Number 4 was my NaNoWriMo survival kit, which had 316. Number 5 was another short, which is How AI Sees My Book Cover, and that was 288 views. And An honorable mention, the next writing one was writing a Lovecraftian short story from scratch, which had 235 views. I need to drink some tea. Hello, my precious boy. It is so hot. Excuse you, sir. That is my tripod. Yeah. So, after that, I believe we shall now go over my, let's see, writing stats or publishing stats. Let's do some writing stats. So, I don't have when I wrote these during the year, but I do have word counts with the stories. So, first up, we're going to talk about Crimson Strings, which is my vampire romance under a pen name. And that is at 68,427 words. So I worked on that like July, August. That one I do know. And then I have Tiny Shivers, which weren't all new words. It was mostly incorporating edits and proofreading and stuff like that. And Tiny Shivers was 55,759 words. And then I worked on a adult sci-fi, which is 8,468 words. I got into that. Seeds of Doubt, draft 6, my middle grade horror, I got 9,625 words into it. I wrote A Strand of Tarot, which is 3,632 words. I wrote A Raindrop's Memory, which is 575 words. For Dark Moments by Black Hair Press, I wrote 600 words, so 6 100-word stories. For Trunda, it was 987 words. For my Falling Leaves story, it's 1,176 words. For my Valentine's Day 100-word short stories, I wrote 5 of them. And so there are 500 words. And then the Easter ones, I wrote 2, so there were 200 words. For my Christmas ones, there were 7 of them, so 700 words. Sir. My Lucy retelling of Dracula, called Of Cryptids and Vampires, takes place in Georgia. It is 4,947 words. Skin, Bones, and Mouths is 1,927. Inert is 199. I wrote 425 words of poetry. For my romance pen name, I wrote, I completed 4 Ivy and Bean and started on a 5th. So the first one was 6,280. The second one was 6,919. The third one was 6,935. The fourth was 6,570. And the fifth one is sitting at 1,530 so far. And on the prompted streams with Barrett Laurie, I wrote 14,901 this year, which brings my total words written this year to 201,282, which is not as much as I would have hoped, but I did have burnout for basically months. Like after Crimson Strings, I was in a little bit of burnout, and then I did a full dive in September into this pen name for the romance, and then October to now I have not really written anything, so I've been in burnout. So that's great. Yeah, on to publishing stats. Oh, Roy's laying down. Hello, my good boy. Hello, sweet pea. Publishing, so these are in order throughout the year. January 2nd, Black Hair Press published their Year 4 collection. So everything that was published the year before, they compiled them and put them out. So I had 4 in there. I had Scarecrow, Under the Bed, Birth of a Nephilim, and Brainwaves. And then in January 31st, We had the Love Me Not, Dark Tales of Love and Lust, also by Black Hair Press, and I had 4 in there as well. Devoured Heart, Chloroform Cherries, Valentine Paper Cuts, and Conceived Curses. Then May 3rd, on the Tales to Terrify podcast, they had my story Monster of Calumnia on there. May 9th, my own collection, Tiny Shivers, was released. And, oh, that should be in May. We're back in April now. Anyway, April 18th, Run Rabbit Run, which was an Easter collection. I had 2 in there, Strawberry Teeth and Stew. April 25th, in Lovecraftiana Volume 8, I had Tentacles and Boom Boxes published. May 5th, and then it was Tiny Shivers. And then May 15th, on the No Sleep podcast, my short story Soot Scamp came out. August 22nd, on Black Hair Press's Patreon, my Drabble Devil's Tooth was published. And then September 9th was Heart Notes, September 16th was Memorize Heartstrings, September 23rd was Painted Heart, and September 30th was Heart Delivery. So those are my 4 Ivy and Bean romance shorts. Then November 10th, I had 4 in the Christmas anthology by Black Hair Press called Ho Ho Ho, Macabre Minima. And so those were Threadbare, Undead Flight, Hell Gifts, and Frau Perkta. So all in all, I had 16 stories published in anthologies. I had 2 on podcasts. I had 101 stories in Tiny Shivers and 4 under my pen name published. So that is a total of 123 stories across 6 books and 4 romance shorts. So 10 total volumes. Yeah. So a lot more than I remembered, so that's nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so book sales. I need more tea. So good. Okay. Book sales. Here's the skinny. Tiny Shivers. So I only have 5 here for book sales because I only publish 5 myself. So Tiny Shivers, under my own name, I sold 75 copies on Amazon, 18 signed copies on my Ko-fi, and 2,254 pages were read on KU. Ivy and Bean Book 1. I sold mostly for free because this was a Stuff Your Kindle event. That's why it's so high. 3,696 copies on Amazon and a total of 714 page reads. The second Ivy and Bean, 6 copies. 623 pages. Ivy and Bean 3 sold 3 copies, 78 page reads. Ivy and Bean 4, 0 copies sold, 0 pages read. So, yeah. So I sold a total of 93 copies of Tiny Shivers. And yeah, so it was a massive learning curve of doing covers and writing for short but romance and getting it edited and beta readers and doing things for Kindle short reads and things like that. So that was a time and a half. But yeah, so to round it all out, my last section is vacations that I took in 2023. So I had 3 vacations in 2023. The first was in April for my brother's wedding, and that was in Florida. So I flew down there. It was a whirlwind. My sister and I snuck away for one day and we went and did Disney World. So we did a park hopper and we did Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, and it was a blast. And then the wedding was fantastic. The wedding was the next day. Our feet were so sore. But, it was great. It was a very short trip, but yeah, it was really fun. And then in August, it was the Chaos Writers Retreat in Chicago. So I have finally been to Chicago. I took a bus and then another bus all the way down from Toronto, and then I took a train and a bus to get back. So it was a blast. We had a lot of fun. I got a lot written on the train back up and down. And so we got ice cream, we got yarn, which I bought for my sister for Christmas. She finally has it. And we had deep dish pizza. Glory and Brian and them, they cooked, and we had a full-on Sabbath, and it was fantastic. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Chaos Writers Retreat in the coming months. So we have a tentative month decided so far for 2024, so I'm looking forward to it. And the third vacation was Christmas. I went home to San Diego, to California, to my parents' house for Christmas. And it was so fun. So we went on a hike, we did an escape room, we made truffles, we made a graham cracker house instead of proper gingerbread this year for the first time. And then we took it in the backyard and shot it with a BB gun, because that's what we do. And we played D&D for days. We had good Mexican food. And we had a standing rib roast. We had, what else did we have? That's so much good stuff. Oh, we went to Upper Crust Pizza. We had pizza. I had In-N-Out twice. I met up with Megan McCarthy and we went to the Whaley house. So a haunted house. It was really fun. And yeah, I missed Roy, but he had a blast. He was happy in all the pictures that were sent to me by the sitter the whole time he was gone. So yeah, it was all in all a very good 2023 for me. But I do have my written out goals of what I thought I was gonna do, and then we'll see how that stacks up to what I actually did. So I was in all of these journals for 2023. This is my media journal, so my reading and watching. Yeah, so January, February through September, October through now. So all over the place. Yes, my 2023 goals. I wanted to publish Tiny Shivers. Yes. April Camp Nano. Yes. July Camp Nano. Yes. NaNoWriMo. No, this was the first year I have not done it. I was too burnt out. Get beta reader flashback for my middle grade Seeds of Doubt. Yes. Read draft Seeds of Doubt. I'm only on chapter 7. So no. It started, but not finished. I wanted to query it. Did not do it. Submit 12 stories for publication. Yes. Do my Tree Roots comic. No. Do my Mirror Mirror comic. No. I started on my Tree Roots comic. It is a comic adaptation of my Drabble. So I did some character design. I did some thumbnails and stuff for the title page and things, but it didn't get very far. Participate in the AuthorTube Writing Conference. Yes. Go to Disneyland. I went to Disney World instead. Read 23 books. Yes. Go to my brother's wedding. Yes. Start a reading journal. Yes. At least 2 YouTube videos uploaded a month. 2 months I only uploaded 1, so it was almost, but not quite. Save money for a condo. No. Pay back some debt. Did not reach that goal amount. Start a new job? Yes. Start investing for retirement? Yes. Get my travel fund up to what I needed to go home for Christmas? Yes. Continue learning Japanese on Duolingo? Yes. I still have my streak. I'm at 360 days right now. Yeah. So those were all my goals. So all in all, fairly well. You can probably hear Roy eating a second dinner right now because he didn't finish his first dinner. But yeah, that's about it for 2023. Oh yeah, my word of the year was spread, because I was gonna spread my wings. And I think I just spread myself out too much. Trying to do the comics and everything and the romance pen name, and I just burnt out. So for the last 4 months. Yeah, so I don't know. My word for the next year, for this 2024, is wings. So hopefully I won't just spread my wings, but I'll actually fly. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful 2023. And if not, I hope this new year is better. So I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Bye. Roy, bring it here. Come here. I need to steal it from you, sir. I know. I know. You're so squeaky. You are so squeaky, sir.